Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, their head coach has got to believe it in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers from a week ago for Pickens. 4 catches, 126 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big pickup of 38.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at the Steeler defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
On third down, Mayfield. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 15. He can't get him down. 13 yards, the tally on the return. He's been fortunate in one sense. I mean, he's thrown the 2 interceptions. That's not fortunate. The good news is haven't led to points on either one of those picks. So a fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. First carry for Najee Harris. Down to about the 45. The Steelers at 10-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Baker going to change it up. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other. You match up very well against each other. Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far. Quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Chase Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mayfield on first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Larry Ogunjobi. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. A good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Mayfield now. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the delay, here's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Shedding the tackle. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now. And they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So in the second quarter, he's 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll set up to throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Mayfield. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield going to switch things up here. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A leap, and he's got it. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Zay Jones, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. CD Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris, as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go up the middle with Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. Harrison Bryant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have retaken a third quarter lead. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Pickens on the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And again, it's Chubb. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. From the gun, Mayfield. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Short pass caught by Henry. Now he's short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a stoppage, and oh, we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Here now, 3rd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught down inside the 10. Touchdown! Keyshawn Butte, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now 3rd down and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2nd down and 8. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. From the gun, it's Stevenson. Down right around the 25. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, Mayfield. Henry's got it out on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And this game is tied again here in the 3rd. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They're going to look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. This is caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Following the interception, Mayfield, his throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Running left is Stevenson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Henry here. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They go play action. Mayfield.
Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deontay Johnson, 43 yards. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And a completion to Wilson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On third down, here's Harris. Powers through, and he's got this down to the 35.
71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Played, took a shot, couldn't connect. Not a guy that drops that football.
Some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Third down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On second down, Mayfield again. Open man, that's Henry. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mayfield to throw it. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Mayfield. That is caught by Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's going to be caught by Hodgins. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This one deep for Wilson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So now the Steelers down by a field goal, 20 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Patriots, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.